So this week, or for this video I guess, I thought I'd just share with you some funny things that have happened to me at my job recently. First of all, today was apparently Give Christina Presents Day, because I got this from one of my students who went to Osaka. It's a little takoyaki. It's an octopus ball on a pin. Isn't it cute? And then another of my students gave me this. He gave me a hat with a deer on it. Isn't it cute and just weird? It looks kind of like a Pope hat now that I look at it on the video. But anyway, yeah, so it was Give Me Presents Day. It was pretty awesome. So other than that, I can't breathe, so I probably sound funny. So I have this one student. His name, well, I'm not going to give you his name because that wouldn't be nice. But he has private lessons, so there's no one else in his class. And he does this for business. And he's actually a pretty funny guy, really nice. And the thing is, he's a little low to be with a native teacher. He should probably be with an actual Japanese teacher, but he really wants to learn it fast, so they put him with me. So a few weeks ago, he got back from a homestay in England. And one of the things I asked him, I was like, so, what was your favorite part about England? And he thinks, he goes, and he motions this, and he's like, the grass. And I was like, mowing the grass? And he was like, yes! And I was like, that was your favorite part? And he was like, yes! And I was like, okay! Because in Japan, they don't really have lawns. They tend to have gardens, so there's not a lot of, grass. No one mows grass. But yeah, so that was his favorite part. And then he asked me, he was like, oh, my host mother, which is really weird because he's 40. But he's like, my host mother told me not to run over the from the dog. And I was like, the p from the dog. You mean the brown stuff? And he was like, yes. And I was like, poop? And he was like, yes. And I was like, all right. So I got to teach a student poop in class, which was fun. And then later I told him I was going to Kyoto, and I said I was taking a guided tour. However, as I mentioned, his listening, not so hot, so he thought I said a gaijin tour. For those of you not up to par on your Japanese, gaijin is the slightly ruder way to say foreigner. So I was taking a gaijin tour, which I guess technically I was, but, it was funny. And then this week, I told him I used to be a bartender. And he says, oh, do you know how to make cocktails? I was like, yeah, a couple. Now, let me preface this with the fact that for those of you that don't know me, I have a very, very dirty mind. So my student says, oh, I would like to drink your cocktail. Not one of your cocktails, because his English isn't that good. I would like to drink your cocktail. Luckily, because this student, like I said, is a lot of fun, it was okay for me to laugh, and he laughed with me. And I just don't think he realized why I was laughing. So yeah, that class is usually pretty fun. Other than that, teaching my North Star Advanced class, which is my highest level class, is interesting. Because it inevitably turns into me, explaining culture to them, or explaining ideas. This chapter, and the chapters have the weirdest topics. This chapter is cults. Cults. C-U-L-T-S. So today they were asking me about cults. And I was like, okay, well, we've been talking about cults. And so every now and then they come up with new questions. And today the question was, are Mormons a cult? And my first response was, yes. And then I was like, no. So my actual response was, well, technically, no. Because they've been around too long. They're a valid religious movement now. And so I got to explain that. And I also got to explain what Christian Scientists were. Because one of my students was asking about the Christians who don't believe in blood transfusions or in using drugs. And so I explained what Christian Scientists were. But yeah, that's actually a pretty fun class because they always have interesting questions. Let's see, what else? Okay, so today also, we had someone deliver a package. And on Tuesdays and Saturdays, the only day that all three teachers are actually there. Today, someone delivered a package while all three of us were in class. But when he came in, he rang the bell, the delivery man, and said, "Sumimasen!" Well, all three of us heard him. And we all ran out our doors, because if we don't go, they'll leave, to get the package at the same time. And came within about this far of just colliding with each other. Because Seiki was coming up the hallway like this, Mikiko was coming out of her doorway like this, and I was coming out like this, and we were like, whoop, And then we kind of stopped and backed off. So it was pretty funny. But I think I shall end today's little video with one of the more interesting things that happened this week. So try not to set the chair on fire again. One of my students decided he needed to go to the bathroom, but he did not know how to say, this is one of my children, by the way, he's about 9-10 years old. He did not know how to say, I need to go to the bathroom. So he knew how to say I need. And I don't think I can get quite all of me, but he was like, I need to. Completely like, and I was like, bathroom, you need to go to the bathroom. Go. So yeah, it's been interesting. Work is never completely boring when I actually have students. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks. Yeah, that's about it. I just thought I'd share that. Ginny has suggested I do something on the different gender roles and gender stuff here, which will be much more serious. And I will do it, just not today, because I can't breathe, and I don't feel like being serious right now. So I love you guys. Good night.